Hi, everybody. I'm Chris, and I'm doing a challenge to kind of show how writers can use tarot cards to unlock their creativity um, if they're stuck on a story. I am doing this for Gay Pride Month. I'm using the Gay Tarot deck by Bursten and Antonella Platano. I found some writing tarot spreads online on the website karmastartarot.com. She sort of used it in a conjunction with NaNoWriMo. She posted a spread each day as like a writing prompt, and it goes through a whole bunch of ways how to write a story. So I'm kind of going through that. I've mixed them up around a little bit in my way. I'm actually kind of creating the cast right now. And going through that. So right now, as a little backstory, we have a main character named Sage. He's having problems coming out. He's got a rough family life, which is kind of normal. But he has a little cousin, a toddler. I don't know if that's I don't know if it's a child or I know it's a child. I don't know if it's a little brother or if it's a cousin, or like a niece or nephew, because the little 5-year-old thinks that Sage is like amazing. He thinks it's like the amazing gay uncle. But Sage hasn't come out yet, so he doesn't know that. But he's got a brother that's not. He doesn't know that he's gay. He knows that he's hiding. He knows that Sage is hiding something, but he's not sure what. He's got kind of a mouth on him. We found out that his two friends, one's a older gentleman who's kind of done living his life. He's very happy, thinks that Sage is very young and has his whole life ahead of him. And we have another one who is a gay activist who is always trying to fight for gay rights. And Sage kind of feels like he's caught in the middle. We've got two guys who are very rich, who seem to be helping him in finding his jobs. He seems to be moving around from job to job, possibly from city to city. He's not very comfortable with the gay part of himself, but he does have like a free version of himself amongst other things. We did do a sidekick. We found a mentor for him. The mentor seems to be more of like a headbutting, like a tough love mentor, not a coddling mentor. And we also found out that he fell in love rather quickly, and it ended probably rather quickly as well. He was in love with someone who was making him feel more comfortable with himself, but that ended, and now he's kind of reverted back in time to not feeling comfortable about himself. That's just kind of what we're kind of getting at. So with that being said, we're now doing a protagonist and antagonist spread. I haven't done an official antagonist spread because I'm not sure who the antagonist is in this story. This antagonist could be himself, like against himself, against self. His antagonist could be his mentor. His antagonist could be the ex-boyfriend that he's fallen in love with. Right now, I'm just kind of creating the cast. And maybe this is why Karma Star Tarot put these spreads in a specific order. But I'm trying to come at it from a different view, kind of trying to create more characters first before we figure out what the story is. Because we've also figured out this is kind of dystopian. This is a story that Sage can go to a place where his feelings can get kind of like wiped, and he can not have to deal with the tragic emotions of getting over someone, or the tragic emotions of feeling like he's not whole being a gay person, kind of a thing, or whatever. He's actually found a place, or there is a place that can take those feelings away from you so you can move on with your life, take the pain away, kind of a thing. But we haven't touched on that yet because we've only been dealing with characters. So I've taken out a bunch of the signifier cards for all the people that are here, but we're going to see what comes up. We are going to leave the protagonist card. He is the Sage of Wands, and we're going to leave that up there. This says to possibly only use minor cards, not to use people. And also says possibly to do day 10 first, which in hers is the antagonist development spread, which is the one that we use to develop Sage, which is also the one that you can use to develop any character that you want. So we're just going to see, I'm going to leave Sage up there, and we're going to kind of leave it open and see what the spread says and what the universe is going to give us. Oh, and these are all these cards from before. And we're going to see kind of what the universe gives us with the spread. Now, I am going to be posting these. You can't see the spreads, but I'm going to be putting them on my Instagram and on my website so that you can see and follow along what the spreads look like and what I'm seeing. You do not have to see what I'm seeing. And also, if you happen to get the writing bug and you want to write whatever is going on, write whatever you want to write. I am not going to copyright this, and this is all up to you. I just want to show how tarot cards can help unlock some of your creativity and some spreads about how you can use that to get the creative flow going. So with that being said, let's shuffle. See what's going on. And do an antagonist and protagonist spread. Now, we've got a 5-card spread here. And I just want to shuffle 3 times. That's 2. And this is 3. So, you've got card 1, 2. Oh, that's like that. That's the protagonist that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So I've left the antagonist card empty because I'm not sure who the antagonist is for Sage yet. It could be against himself, but let's see what happens. So card 1 is the protagonist's goals. So his goals is obviously to not hate himself anymore. That's reversed. He just doesn't want to hate himself anymore, and he doesn't quite know how to do that. The antagonist goals, let's see, maybe this will tell us who the antagonist is. This might be the ex-boyfriend, because we've got the Man of Cups again, which is like the Knight of Cups and the Lover. So his goal is to put Sage's fire out. Maybe because Sage fell in love with him too quickly, and he got a little scared. And maybe the boyfriend was not ready. Flip the card. Maybe the boyfriend that he met was not ready for a commitment, like Sage was ready for the commitment, kind of a thing. The protagonist obstacles. Well, the 8 of Wands. So I have it facing toward the left. It was on its side, and I have it facing toward, for myself for this, if this is facing toward my left when I'm looking at it, I'm putting it as reversed. And if it's facing toward my right, it's not. And this was facing toward the left, so it was reversed. It's the 8 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands is all about movement, and it's just things are moving really fast. So obviously, the protagonist obstacles is that things are not moving as fast as he would like. He wants to feel no self-hatred in like no time at all. He doesn't want to deal with his feelings, kind of a thing. So the antagonist obstacles, we got the Ace of Cups, and this is actually not reversed. Baby feelings? I'm kind of getting, the aces are all about like the beginnings of like the seeds, not quite a fully formed idea. And this is probably not a fully formed feeling. So I'm going to kind of go with probably the antagonist is probably going to be the ex-boyfriend, or the boy that Sage falls in love with and makes Sage go on like a downward spiral of self-hatred. So the similarities between them. We got the 9 of Cups reversed. And the 9 of Cups is kind of like, it's not the Wish card. I think that's the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Cups, if it was right side up, it's very emotionally stable. He's obviously happy with where he's at in his life. He's up in space. He's happy with who he is. He's happy with his career. He's made the right choices. But this is obviously reversed. So I feel like the similarities with them is that they're both not happy emotionally. So maybe his emotions, because the boyfriend's emotions are not quite fully formed, he is not able to have a fully formed emotional bond with Sage. And Sage is obviously not fully emotionally formed because he hates himself for being gay. It was reversed. So that, I guess we found our antagonist. I didn't necessarily want it to be the ex-boyfriend, but for this story, technically, it looks like it is. So that is the spread for now. I will take a picture of the spread, and I will actually do this right now just so that you can see. I do not have it here. Oh, it was probably shuffled in here. I will take a picture, put this on my Instagram and my website. Again, if you want to follow on all the social medias, that would be very helpful. I'll put that link, a link tree down in the bottom. I'm going to try to do, this was day 8. I still have about 22 more spreads to go to get a fully formed story and kind of where to go. Right now, this is all just character development, and I work better with characters first before I get into the plot and all this stuff. And all this is kind of plot stuff is kind of coming out of the character actions. So yeah, we're going to go with that. Happy Pride. Happy Gay Pride Month in 2021. And we are going to, we'll end there. And I'm going to do probably one more. It's about 1 o'clock where I'm at. And I have a long day tomorrow. So we're going to just try to do one more. And I don't think I'm going to get to do it anymore tomorrow. But I'm going to try to do a couple more like Monday. And hopefully I'll finish the videos by the end of next week so that I can start posting these on my Instagram and stuff. So you guys can follow and see what I'm looking at. So you guys have a great night. And I will see you in the next video. Happy Pride.